You are probably on a network of sorts. Maybe you're at home and you're probably on your home network. Cool. Well, how secure is that home network? Have you done an audit? Do you even know where to begin to do an audit or looking at your home network to make sure it's secure? Well, if you don't worry. And maybe you know someone who has a home network that's probably unsecure as well. You may want to send them a link to the article that we've linked here in the description for the video. Layering your home network security. They're on LockerGnome.com. I'm going to go ahead and +1 this so other people can certainly see it and potentially share it with friends. We've got an outline, I would say, relatively comprehensive, pretty brief, but also covering the basics of home network security, things that a lot of people kind of skip. And they don't mean to, they just do inadvertently. And so, like, some of the suggestions we make, disable Wi-Fi protective setup, or WPS, and enable WPA2 personal security using AES encryption. And honestly, I haven't used WPS in ages, or even WPA, the WPA. WPA2 was cracked, but the chances of that happening, I mean, someone would have to really, really want to get into your home network for them to get through it. Make sure the key you provide is very secure. It's a good password, something that nobody could possibly guess. But again, usually those wireless, intrusions are done by people who really want to get in to know what you're doing on your home network. It's very rare that it would happen to the average person. At least this. You don't want to leave your network wide open. That's kind of the bottom line, really. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be paranoid. Just keep that in mind. Change the default administrator password for your router. And that is, I would say, probably the most important thing that any person who's connected to the internet could do, like through broadband, like a DSL or a cable modem. Usually there's an administrative interface, and the default passwords like admin or something like that. Change that, because someone can gain access to your router and, flash its firmware, start monitoring your packets. I mean, who knows what they're going to do if they get access to it. So changing that password is probably something that I would have guessed that a lot of people probably didn't do. Oh, they may have had a secure wireless network. Sure, I set passwords here, there, and everywhere. But did you change the default passwords? Do it. Another recommendation, disable remote management for the router so that if something does happen, no one who wasn't on your home network can gain access to it. Think about these things. The list kind of goes on and on from there, and I don't want to, wax too pathetic, at least during the duration of this particular video. But the bottom line is, think beyond the basics when it comes to your network's security, especially if you're not the only one using it. Maybe you've got a family who uses the internet through the same connection. Now, any one of them could be a point of failure. So you owe it to yourself as someone who understands technology to lock it down, to harden the security, to make sure that the point of failure isn't low-hanging fruit. And there are many ways you can do that. There are many ways you can protect your entire family. We just outlined a few of them. And of course, if you have any other recommendations to make beyond what we've made here, the hope is that you would leave a comment at the bottom of the article, which you should do if you have other ideas.